Do I find it so hard when I know in my heart I'm letting you down every day, letting you down every day. Why do I keep on running away?
Welcome to Yellow Brick Road. I am Jordan, and today I made an oopsie I covered this thread here. Not this one. This one right here. Yeah, I'll link it in the description box. And for some reason, I mentally walked past the idea that this is a Channel 13 investigation where I believe they get interviews from Biden officials, where they essentially say they avoided, or Dropside News is saying they avoided real pressure on Israel. But there are moments within this article where they say things like, "There's a lady who quit because of what she saw." Maybe you want to see hers real quick. Where is it? She said, State Department advisor Stacey Gilbert resigned after being cut out of the process of drafting a legally required arms compliance report. The final version cleared Israel of violating U.S. law despite overwhelming evidence of aid obstruction. Gilbert called it shocking in its mendacity, adding, "Everyone knows that is not true," meaning like she quit over the aid not getting there. It's just I fucked up kind of saying it was these guys saying that, and I had questions for some of their language and some other thing where it just didn't sound right. Or was the other thing where it's right. Yep, this is also part of that. Biden once told Netanyahu he was "quote unquote" full of shit and hung up the phone mid-call, but as Ambassador Tom Nides put it, Biden saw Netanyahu as a manipulator, a magician, but he stood by him through the end. Yeah. This is the one phrase that really fucked me up, kinda. In May 2024, Biden announced he was pausing a shipment of 2,000-pound bombs over concerns about their use in Gaza. Days later, Netanyahu accused the U.S. of freezing broader arms deliveries, reportedly pausing Biden's plan to restore the paused shipment. Okay. So, Biden's plan. Biden had a plan to restore the shipments. I still don't fucking know. I'm just mentally wrecked. It's like Dubster is not a dumb fuck. It's like that or something. Okay, Biden has a plan. Biden had a plan to restore the paused shipment. To unpause it. And then they paused the pausing of... That would make sense if... And now accused the U.S. of freezing broader arms deliveries, reportedly pausing by... I'm actually just... My comprehension is dog shit. Point is... I just don't understand exactly what they're saying there.
Damning quote.
I feel really dumb about it. But anyways, this is probably more of what I should have looked at, which is, I assume Ryan Grimm was part of that Twitter thread, and now he's maybe giving his opinions or giving more broader context to what happened in as far as that Channel 13 investigation. Well, let's say. There we go.
A truly incredible and utterly damning quote is out in an Israeli investigation. This is Israel's Channel 13. Interviewed Michael Herzog, former Israeli ambassador, and he says here, God did the state of Israel a favor that Biden was the president during this period. We fought for over a year, and the administration never came to us and said, ceasefire now. It never did. That's not to be taken for granted. That is.
Damn, even Ryan Grimm's doing TikTok videos. Anyways, well, I mean, we saw the things that would lend to that being already understood, like when the UN or other countries want to kind of hold Israel accountable for the blatant genocide they're committing. The U.S. would be the ones to veto things or to protest things, maybe even sanction things or countries. So, no surprise to me. My only real surprise is when motherfuckers come to me telling me lesser of evils. And then I ask them, like, how many kids are okay to die? How many? It's like, if you vote for Biden / Harris, let's just say Harris, you vote for Harris in order to stop more kids from dying under Trump, which is also theoretical, and I don't see that basis in reality anywhere. As far as foreign policy wise, I don't see that. I don't see that anywhere in the equation. But I guess people do, right? They just assume that because maybe Harris wouldn't deport people for protesting Israel, that means that less people will die overseas from, which is one of my main concerns, which is blatantly the direct bombing of innocent human beings. And it's like, well, these things were going to happen under Trump or Harris, as far as I understand. I can't say I know. Maybe Harris would have ushered in the fucking utopia and ended all wars that U.S. was involved in. I just highly doubt that. I highly, highly doubt that. Yeah, and I just, I can't roll there, man. My morality doesn't allow me to. Now, is that me telling you how you should vote or what you should do? No, but I think I can put up some arguments as to why you shouldn't support any of these motherfuckers. Now, apparently, voting for them, if I voted for Harris, that's not support for Harris. That's a vote to stop Trump from. And let's say my vote was somehow the deciding factor. Okay, so Harris would go into office, and yeah, kids would still be dying in Gaza right now. The ceasefire would have still been broken. No one would hold them to account. And what do I do then? Do I say, like, well, it could have been more kids? And for me, my moral philosophy is like, it can't be any kids. And once again, I said this in the last video where I reviewed the movie. What's it called? No Other Land. The documentary, I mean. I reviewed it. I said, listen, even if mentally, as far as you existentially for yourself, if you choose not to, like, blatantly, directly participate in any of this shit, I think you're doing the right thing. But motherfuckers are going to come to me saying, like, yo, yeah, I didn't vote for Harris or Trump because they're both Douglas Murrays to me. Kind of psychopathic Douglas Murrays. These fuckers are said. This one fool, dirtbag leftist, talking about you, said, I am allowing them to do that? Man, it's a twisted way of looking at life. I wonder what else I'm allowing by not participating in it. Actually, I am participating, by the way. Once again, if you mentally come up with your own moral reasons of why you don't want to vote for either one of these fuckers, you are participating. There's only two parties, you gotta vote for one! You gotta! Otherwise, you're just allowing stuff to happen. It's magical thinking, phantasmagoria, bullshit. Bullshit. It's bullshit. Don't listen to like you do what you want. My opinion of it is to not listen to motherfuckers like that. That's just my humble opinion. I think that's so fucking stupid of a philosophy to live life through. Incredible. But bro, by the way, there's motherfuckers back in the day telling me about voting for Bernie Sanders, and they said it's against my morals. Telling me it's me, like, yo, you Jordan, your morals, you're going against your own morals by not voting for Bernie Sanders. I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Because of the material differences, bro. How the fuck do you know what Bernie's gonna do in the future? How do you know what you're gonna do in the fucking future? You guys seem so fucking blind. How the fuck do you know what you're going to fucking do? Considering the way you view the world or how policy should work and all that stuff. Or not policy, but like what politicians to vote for eventually one day maybe some type of policy. To me, that's illogical. Now you don't have to agree with me. You can say, Jordan, you're wrong. Watch. You wait till, let's say next term. Let's say we'll wait till Kamala Harris wins, and then you'll see that it was better than Trump. I mean, I'm just saying, like, you're justifying votes for Trump, too. Remember, you have to think about what's happening before the election. Right now, you probably feel like, yeah, look, see? But before the election, people might look at you sideways like, you're going to support Harris after all this shit? And then Trump got elected. See, look, ceasefire. Ceasefire in Gaza, with Israel, Gaza happened all, like, as soon as this guy got elected. See? See what happens? It's like, why are we, in any form or fashion, mentally teaming up with anyone? Why are we doing that? On make-believe shit. Some sort of futuristic, reality that does not exist. We have not seen it exist yet. Dumb. I mean, I understand it, right? I logically understand where they're coming from. But for me, morally, it's just dumb as shit. On what I define as moral intelligence. It's fucking stupid. There's no way around it. It's stupid. Anyways, let's continue with Ryan Grimm. Tell us how much better the Biden administration was. There we go.
That is just one piece of this Channel 13 investigation. What you may have noticed is that there is much more willingness in Israel to be open about what Israel is doing in Gaza. The things that they publish there would be either censored or just blocked from publication here in the United States. In Israel, for whatever reason, we can talk about that later at length.
I just want to add to Ryan Grimm's point. Like, yeah, the articles I read, and I was like, oh, random articles about Israel, Gaza, where people were talking about, like, yo, they give us different news than they give you guys. And it's almost like, hey, we don't, like, it's almost like Netanyahu's administration saying, we don't need you Israelis. We don't need you citizens. We don't need you guys. What we need is those fucking bombs over there. So we're actually getting more propaganda, and they're getting more of a realistic view of their own government in Israel, I think. About, like, the idea of, like, yo, we don't actually give a fuck about hostages. We're here to, we're going to wipe these guys out. And we don't care about the hostages. In America, they make it all about the fucking hostages, right? Because they need, I guess they need your support or something. It's just weird. It's weird, but this is now the second, probably more than second, probably like third or fourth time I've heard this, that Ryan Grimm saying right here. But here we go.
About what Israel is doing in Gaza. The things that they publish there would be either censored or just blocked from publication here in the United States. In Israel, for whatever reason, we can talk about that later at length. They're freer to talk about what's actually happening. Now, Dan Coe,
allegedly,
former Biden administration official, also interviewed John Feiner, who's a top State Department official, and posted that video today. He said a similar thing. He said that it was a reasonable argument to say that the U.S. did not do enough to pressure Israel to let in humanitarian aid
You think?
and to reduce civilian casualties. That, of course, is putting it quite gently.
Yeah.
Feiner also made the point, and I think it's worth underscoring, that that's no longer even the debate that we're having with the Trump administration. Now the question is, why are they putting zero pressure on Netanyahu? And now we have the ugly answer to what happens if there is zero pressure put on Israel to get humanitarian aid in or to reduce civilian casualties. You have civilian casualties explode in a way we haven't seen in many months, and you have food aid completely blocked since March 2nd. Let me underline it. Since March 2nd, not a single truck with food or medicine has been allowed into Gaza.
Now, this idea of I just don't. What does the pressure mean? Is it Biden going, "Oh, you're a butthead" on the phone, and then Netanyahu just continues anyways? Is that the pressure we're talking about? Where's the pressure at, guys? I need to understand what the fuck that is. What is the pressure? Are you actually going to stop military arming them? Are you going to stop arming them? Are you really? Hey, come on, dude. Where is it? Where's the pressure coming from? I don't get it. Whenever they want to be held to account, these motherfuckers veto it. We just saw it in the fucking article. Oh, Biden will just continue to do what he wants anyways. He'll call him an asshole on the phone and then do whatever he wanted afterwards. That's a direct statement of the fucking thing. The other article. Actually, I'll just play the rest of this for like seconds.
Food or medicine has been allowed into Gaza.
Oh, okay. It's like, all right. When Trump's saying finish the jab, it means, damn, wrong one. I thought I was going to go to bookmarks. When Trump says finish the job, it's essentially, just fuck it, all out, end the fucking thing. Do whatever you got to do, just end the fucking thing. Biden's thing, let's be real, it's the same thing drawn out over periods of time. I guess you can call that better. Like, hey man, you're gonna die in 2 years instead of 1. Like, what? Fuck. Where is it? Let me see. There we go. Biden once told Netanyahu he was full of shit and hung up the phone mid-call, but as Ambassador Tom Nides put it, Biden saw Netanyahu as a manipulator, a magician, but he stood by him through the end. Come on, dude. Which means, what are we talking about here? Come on. Yeah, I mean, all right. I guess Biden tried to pause things according to Biden's aides, according to Biden officials that work for him. He tried to, but he shouldn't get it done. It just didn't work out. So I guess Biden behind closed doors, behind the scenes, cried about what we were doing.
Truly incredible.
But in practical policy, it did whatever the fuck they wanted. I'm sorry, dude. That's the only thing I can walk away with. You could say pressure, but like, You're at one position there, and then uh, I don't know. It feels like maybe they were at one position there to where, I mean, it was dire. It was a genocide. It's genocidal. Shit tons of people dying. Shit tons. Shit tons. Even in the article, it says at that point they said like 30,000. I'm sure it's a lot more. Dying from, you say we pressured them in humanitarian aid. There's still people starving and dying. Those is the flour thing. Need to look more into that, but same horrendous shit happening. And now, after all that time, got whittled down to way less people. And now they're, where we're at now is that they're backs against the wall in southern Gaza. And it's basically the end. And someone's going to tell me that there was pressure. Bullshit. Bullshit. Hey man, just slip them some food in there while you're blowing them up. Come on, dude. Yeah. If you're okay with that, please go ahead. Vote for one of these idiots. I just can't do it. I can't do it. I see two Douglas Murrays. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if Biden fought harder for his own preservation of image. My legacy. Just like he told Kamala Harris not to talk about how many fuck ups he's had. Like, listen, run your campaign, but don't ruin my legacy. Is allegedly something that might have been said to her. Allegedly. Where she can't point out the blatant problems of the Biden administration. Like, you tell me what the purpose is. So, but either way, he didn't get anything done. Foreign policy wise, these fools look like fucking mirrors of each other. Maybe one has firepower and the other one has ice power. It's called Scorpion and Sub-Zero. Let's call it that. But yet, same shit happening. Same result. You die. They don't give a fuck about you, the citizen. And they're going to fuck you over around every fucking turn. It is what it is. One guy might set pins up, the other one might knock it down. It's been a continuation for presidency after presidency after presidency. And there's people still falling for that. I can't believe it. I'm mentally wrecked by that. Like, Jesus Christ, dude. What do they have to do? Like, they have to actually harass your family itself before you fucking realize you're getting fucked over here? Or, sorry. Morally, for me, it's fucking me over. Morally. Because I don't know how to fucking stop them. I can't just pick up guns and do something because that's against my morality. I can't trick people into following my team or my side. That's against my morality. What I can do is be myself, say my beliefs, my morals, and follow them. And hope more and more that there's more like-minded people, which I think there are. It's just they lose access to information because their daddies on YouTube don't tell them about it. They hide it from them because maybe they need a team to win at some point. Maybe they complain after they get elected. Jimmy Dore. But before that, whatever your candidate might be, they might be the best anti-war guy of all time. Look at this. Everyone's telling me they're so much better than the other person. Then they get elected and you get shit on. You're like, wait a minute, they tricked me. Fool me once. Shame on me. Yeah, I need to stop that one. Whatever. Point is, I don't think either of these motherfuckers care about regular people. Trump or Biden or Harris or Obama or like, it's hard to get a cliche here, but the George Carlin, man, it's a big club and you ain't in it. The true story, man. You ain't fucking in it. And to support anything they're fucking doing, I think I'm not going to call it immoral. I'm saying Like, investigate the entire thing and then check your own morals and see if this is in compliance with your own personal morals. Really assess everything, like life itself, to your own thoughts, to what you think other people are doing, policy, politics, sociology, psychology, philosophy. Look into all of it. That's the only thing I would ask for. Do that. Then come back to me. All right, there's your video. Please subscribe if you like. Comment. Agree? Disagree? Tell me what you think. You think Biden was doing everything he can, but the Israeli lobby's too powerful and he couldn't do anything about it. Yeah, what do you think? Tell me in the comment section. Don't forget to share, support, or hopefully donate to all the links in the description box. Check them out, read them, share them, then donate. And with all that said, give this video a thumbs down.
Say you wanna get in, and then you wanna get out. When you get the money to buy yourself a castle, how will you wear your leisure? You zipper back and front on the fence together. Weekends in leather, flip to the right and slip back to the left.